Today we're going to be talking about one of my favourite things. Actually started in 1952, believe it or not, and that thing is Mad Magazine.
What's wrong with Mad Magazine?
Oh, nothing. I used to read it myself.
Oh, well, yeah, you got some taste. You got some good taste, huh?
When I was 12.
This is a UK-specific version of Mad. I didn't think it was going this long, but I read the other day that the UK versions of Mad were going for 35 years. And even though I've always been a big fan of American things, I think these very first issues of Mad that I got kind of almost brought me into it gently, as it were, because it would do stuff like this. Like I say, because I always think of like Mad being like American, but there you've got stuff like there, these sort of parodying ITV weather reports, and for our non-UK viewers, ITV is like the main commercial channel. Here is one of the more recent issues of Mad Magazine. It's obviously the Stranger Things version. My little nephew Dan, he actually once watched Stranger Things. He's got some of the toys and stuff, and the little blind bag figures where you don't know what figure you're going. And I said and he's watched trailers and he's like well up for watching. But I said to Dan, "Oh, are you going to watch it?" He says, "Oh, my mum won't let me watch it." But I've spoke to his mum and she said, "No, she's fine with him watching it. I think he won't watch it just because he's just chicken."
Nobody calls me chicken.
And this is one thing I always loved about Mad though, was they would do things like this, like a big double page, great piece of artwork that you can just look at for hours and hours and try to spot the little in-jokes in there. One of my favourite ones from years ago, not sure which issue it's in now, but where you see like an overview of a party and loads of people like interacting in this party. It's probably in my top 5 favourite Mad Magazine jokes, but where there's this one kid and he's like really drunk and he says, "I've snuck a 6-pack of beer into this party." And his mate said, "How'd you do that?" And he said, "I drank it outside." That's it. Here's one of my, talk about actors, here's one of my favourite actors here, being parodying Mad Magazine, Jennifer Garner, aka Jenna Rink, yeah, from 13 Girl and 30, one of my favourite films.
I like your dress. It's because they've got these incredible boobs to fill it out.
So this one's telling kids to drink milk. We did have these adverts for, the only time I can ever remember seeing an advert telling people to drink milk was this. If this is either made up or it's the best hallucination ever. It's an animated advert with Jonathan Ross and British boxer Chris Eubank.
Well done.
The white stuff. Are you made of it?
If you have Jennifer Garner, you've got to have Ben Affleck. I know Ben Affleck's not on this cover, but if you look there, it says they sort of did a spoof version of Daredevil. But yeah, again, this is probably one of my highlights of Mad Magazine, was a picture of Michael Clark Duncan as the Kingpin. And it says, "Damn right I'm pissed. From the Green Mile with Tom Hanks to this piece of crap." So it's, you kind of get the tone of Mad Magazine there. Mad Magazine's mascot is Alfred E. Neuman, this little fella right there. You've seen pop up in loads of different places. One from recent memory was the 2003 Platinum Dunes remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you look in the kids' camper van, on the roof of the camper van is it's like a big piece of artwork for Malcolm in the Middle. There are absolutely Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, I nearly Alfred E. Neuman. Oh, it's all the same. I think I've got an issue of Mad Magazine somewhere with Malcolm in the Middle, and that's what I was thinking of. Talking about things like the magazine, obviously that's what Mad are more specifically known for, but they did actually dip into the film industry one time with this film called Up the Academy. Obviously trying to copy things like Police Academy and stuff like that. And this just shows, because if you look at the tone of Mad Magazine, like I say, it's been getting all these different decades and they'd be associated with all kinds of silly rubbish here and there, written by the usual gang of idiots and stuff like that. Well, this film was so terrible, according to Mad Magazine, that when it came onto home video, nearly all the references to Mad Magazine were taken out of the film and the packaging. Although, talking about Alfred E. Neuman, there's a very terrifying real, like a real life animated version of Alfred E. Neuman with a guy wearing like a prosthetic mask and stuff. And a bit of fun trivia. It's directed by Robert Downey. Not Robert Downey Jr., but his dad. So how about that? Oh yeah, and talk about that film though. I think one thing that Mad is specifically known for is Spy vs Spy Master System game. It's really cool. It was like it came on one of these cards. Like you could have cartridges, and it also came on these cards. And I used to love the Spy vs Spy game, and especially one part when your spy got on his plane and escaped. His plane would actually fly over the score table, and the first time I was like, what? If you look at this Spy vs Spy cartoon there, if you actually look under the logo there, there's some Morse code, and that Morse code says by Forbius as the guy who created it. Look at this for a great cover there. This is David Letterman there. Look at his scar for his quadruple heart bypass. It's a picture of Alfred E. Neuman. Actually, I may as well use this. This is my go-to Mad for everything. But one thing they also, you know, quote unquote famous for, is that Mad folding. And if you fold, like it's just a picture, you think, oh yeah. And if you fold the A and B marker together, I always get it wrong, but it makes up a separate picture. And the words at the top and the bottom of the picture change the meaning of the picture. And it's really cool. This issue of Mad, it's very weather worn. I was going to say it's down to the spine, but the actual back cover is completely missing. If you wonder why that back cover is missing, it had these cool like drawings of parody versions of like American Express and Diners Club credit cards. And I remember I cut one out of my wallet and I had it in my wallet for years, but no, well that's gone. But they did. This was the sports issue, and like I say, this is my favourite ever Mad magazine joke. It's a parody of Rocky IV called Rockhead 4, and the scene in the film is very moving where Apollo Creed dies, but Mad spin on it is definitely not sad. Apollo's trainer goes up to him and says, Apollo, when you wake up, take 2 aspirin and phone me in the morning. And Rockhead says, I don't think he's passed out, I think he's dead. And Apollo's trainer says, forget the aspirin then. Oh, that's I love that joke. And talk about like my niece and nephew and their mum. She's a big Harry Potter fan. And there's Mad having a go at Harry Potter there. And I've noticed the scar on his head there is a $sign, which is kind of cool. Oh, one thing I haven't mentioned is they're also famous for having a quote on the inside of Alfred E. Neuman. Always says something quite cool. And on this one it says, "Youth is like money. It's only after it's gone that you finally realise how you should have spent it." Where'd you get philosophy like that, eh? Rather disturbingly, my local comic book shop that I went into about 4 months ago, I said, can you order Mad Magazine? And they more or less said to me, what's Mad Magazine? But luckily, managed been able to find a really cool news distribution place called Loch News. Not affiliated with this channel, but a hell of a cool coincidence. And got sent in really sturdy packaging, and it's good how they sent it in this plastic because it was absolutely pouring down with rain the other day, so it protected my issue of Mad. But yeah, couldn't have picked a better time to do this video saying how much I love Mad Magazine, a bit of an overview, because this is the landmark final issue, and next month it's relaunching, where they've made Alfred E. Neuman all suave and sophisticated, knowing Mad how subversive they are. Pretty sure that they try and pull the wool over our eyes, and they'll probably start again with issue number 552. But yeah, and there's Mad Magazine, and if you're a fan of Mad Magazine, let me know in the comments if you've ever read it or what your favourite issues or favourite jokes are. But thanks for watching and keep it locked.
Thanks for watching The Legends of Cherry Hill. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing.